Pregnancy and its consequences have been disastrous for the human race because this biological phenomenon has resulted in an unequal distribution of rights and privileges within our society. Not even one full year ago, I found out that people with vaginas are the only ones who can get pregnant, a fact I was unaware of until recently, because I got all of my sexual education from reading Futanari doujinshis, in which men were in fact able to get pregnant, if and only if a fountain of semen exploded within them and hit the back of their colon. And upon uncovering this startling revelation, I became woke. I awakened to a troubling inequity within our society. And it's that this biological inequity has forced us, as a society, to extend more rights to cisgender women and other vagina havers than to other individuals. It has made them the privileged class by giving them exclusivity rights to abortions, a right to which there is no equivalent for assigned male at birth individuals, other than contraceptions, which vagina havers already have greater access to, even in spite of efforts from our top scientists at creating a male birth control pill. And this saddens me, not because I care about equal rights, and not even because I find male and trans feminine pregnancy to be aesthetically pleasing, but because I, specifically, am better than every other person in the known universe. My feelings are the only ones that matter, and I deserve more rights and more freedoms than everyone else. Yet no matter how many TF2 comic books I read, in which the medic travels to Australia to uncover the secret to male pregnancy, no matter how many Sonic fanfics I read, which contain impreg, and no matter how much pornographic material I consume or hentai games I play in which Futanari babes are able to impregnate men with their magical semen, I remain unable to get pregnant and achieve my ultimate goal of unequal rights. Not just between me and women, but between me and everyone else, including the President of the United States of America, who, contrary to popular belief, has never gotten pregnant for real. Because all of the videos we've seen of him carrying Kanye West's, Jeffrey Epstein's, and Elon Musk's babies are unfortunately AI generated. And this is because society is bigoted. Not towards women, not towards queer people, not even towards men or chasers or people with autism, but towards me specifically. It doesn't want me to be more privileged than Donald Trump. It doesn't want me to profit from child labor. And it does not want me getting pregnant. And this is a state of affairs which I find unacceptable, because I am a better person than everyone else on the planet. And I should have more cool things and own more slaves than everyone else. I should inherit an even bigger emerald mine than Elon Musk. I should have more sycophantic employees than Donald Trump. I should, through neo-colonial efforts, be able to trick more people in underdeveloped countries into wage slavery than Jeff Bezos. But the world is not ready for my greatness, and no matter how many meth pipes I take hits from to get on welfare, or how much of that welfare check I spend on the stock market, I will never be the majority shareholder of a coal mine that utilizes child labor. And I will probably also never be able to get pregnant, no matter how many times I get blacked, no matter how many dicks I suck, how much sperm I swallow. It'll never happen. To fix this relative equity in our society, I have no call to action. There is nothing that myself or anyone else can do except mourn. So I ask each and every one of you watching this video to do just that, to mourn for my loss, for the loss of that soul, that spirit that is unable to come down to earth to bask in the glory of my butt wound before getting its brain scrambled by a coat hanger. Scrambled by a coat hanger because I believe practicing one's own agency to the fullest extent. And I would take matters into my own hands when aborting babies, rather than handing off the task to so-called professionals and their medical-grade equipment. Not just to empower women to do the same, but also because, as a Christ-like entity, someone with the golden hand of the Gooner, achieved by ranking up on Jerkmate, my hands are capable of greater surgical precision than any doctor, even without medical-grade equipment. And because of this, because I am so talented and I am so perfect, I would be dishonoring the spirit of my hypothetical fetus by sending it on a return trip to the before life by visiting a doctor. Granted, abortion may not be necessary were I to attain the ability to get pregnant on account of the fact that the bacteria of my large intestine would be inhospitable to a fetus. But were I to opt out of scraping at my insides, I would at least give myself an enema, just to be sure. And for those of you watching this video, any who uncover the secret to pussy-free amab pregnancy, I have but two requests. The first is to tell me your secret. And the second is not to use a coat hanger and to go visit a doctor. Because compared to me, you have the incompetent hands of a dumb loser bitch. And as such, you would be unable to safely abort your baby this way. For you see, coat hanger abortions are a task that only I am suited to. And they can only be performed on a vessel as perfect as myself. If I were to try to perform a coat hanger abortion on a woman, it would fail. Not because I'm doing anything wrong, but because the woman is an imperfect vessel. And the heavens deem her unworthy of being operated on by hands with such surgical precision. Thank you for your time. And may I be with you forever and always.